All right, hello everyone. Welcome in. Bear with me, I am just getting some technical stuff set up. It's been, I don't know how long it's been, probably well over a month since I streamed. Just trying to get a handle on things here. So I have a new strategy that I want to attempt for no damage misery. I feel like the mistake that I made the last couple of times is I was just trying to go too quickly. I was in too much of a rush to get somewhere, and what I have to realize is that pretty much by the start of day 3, the world temp is already at a minimum, and so it doesn't really matter too much how fast I go after that, so I really need to slow down and be more careful after that point. So, I still have some of the pre-screened starts that I set up last time, but since this strategy allows me to be much more conservative, I think what I'll do is let's just try a couple of attempts. Maybe we'll get a lucky spawn to start with. With this new strategy, I don't really care if I don't find a sewing kit or matches in the farmhouse. So I really just need the weather to cooperate a little bit at the start. I'm not going to name these sandboxes because it'll probably take us a couple. But let's see if we can get a spawn here. The nice thing about this is, if it works out the way I think it's going to, we won't have to do like multiple attempts. Like if we just get to the farmhouse, most of those should succeed from there. Now, I think I'll take this first save all the way to the farmhouse, but now we know that if I'm already below 3/4 by the time I get here, that it's too cold. Let me just verify that. Yeah, I think we want it to be more like -14. So we're going to restart this. I'll only do this a couple of times, and if it doesn't work, we'll just take one of the pre-screened starts, because I don't want to spend like 20 minutes just running through these attempts at the beginning. When I'm most likely to lose people. So we'll just do a couple of these. Also, they fixed the hacksaw spawn that can spawn right there at the cabin when you start. I'm so slow in this wind. This is already a death. I think wind of any kind is not allowed on the spawn, just because even if the wind is behind me, I'll get cold too quickly. Yeah, like this wind, we're just going to be way too cold. -33. Definitely not going to work. I don't know how many slots I have open either. We'll probably have to delete some in a second. I was looking at the pre-screened starts that I have. We already used up some of them, but I have one with a mag lens, one with matches, which is really crazy. Alright, this might work. Let's see if we can make this one work. And then I've got one where I just found some decent clothing, but nothing else. So I'll probably use that one, because I want to show that this can be done without finding matches or a sewing kit. I think this is slightly better. Yeah, we're just now hitting 3/4. So this one might work. It's going to be close. We might need slightly better weather than this for it to work. But I'll take this one to the end, just so we can kind of... We are only 2 down in wind shelter, so that's a really good sign. I think that means that it's -14 when we're out of the wind. So we're going to take this very precise path. I think that... Yeah, I'm gonna walk as long as we're in shelter. I think the shelter is coming from the right. Not really much wind, but clearly I'm getting sheltered from certain directions here. Yeah, it must be coming from the right. So we'll run up to this rock. That should shield us for a little bit. And we'll walk it from here. Seems to have gotten colder, because now even in shelter we're 3 down. Usually if I can hit this rock up here by 1/4 temp, then we're good. So go ahead and run.
Did I say I hate
This is going to be a close call. I have a lot of energy
really do.
to do this final sprint. That might be what saves us. I'd love to go ahead and get this start going now. Fortunately, we ran out of energy at the end there. One final sprint and in. And do we hit hypothermia? I think we made it. Okay, so as long as the weather holds for the trip to the barn, and we may have a real game here. Hey Shiv, welcome in. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of a more conservative strategy this time. Because I realized I was rushing a little bit before. So I think I have an idea for a method that should work most of the time and doesn't require getting really lucky with matches at the farmhouse here. Should probably try for clothing first. So let's go, well, let's grab this soda. I'll just search everything. Doesn't really matter that much what order. I think the most likely way this run is unsuccessful. No, I'm not going to try to do that. I'm following a much more conservative path. I had honestly completely forgotten about that entire conversation. I need to go back and rewatch that and see what he had to say about that and what I had to say about it. I think shortly after that stream, I just got really occupied with a bunch of other stuff and forgot to look into that.
Handy.
That clothing is really nice to find. Okay, let's go upstairs and get more clothing. But yeah, so I realized primarily 2 things. One is that rush into Mystery Lake doesn't really need to happen as fast as I was trying to do it. Because right around that time is when the world temp drops to the min anyway. So like right around the start of day 3. So I feel like at that point I can slow down a lot. I'm still going to try to go fast for the first 2 days. But then I should be able to really slow down. Hey Mope, welcome in.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
92 is pretty high. Oh, these are even higher. Those are better. Sounds like the wind stopped. Unfortunately, we can't leave until we get some better temperature. Alright, I still have to loot the
I
kitchen.
think I can use this.
I think painkillers are pretty useless, right? Yeah, let's not carry those. I can't remember if I did I don't think I did this yet. Okay, so this should be everything upstairs once I finish this room. No, actually, it does not involve the Cave to Coastal Highway. Really the only thing I'm changing about my plan is to just kind of take it easy after, like, once I get to day 3. Because I think, like, in my mind, I was trying to rush even after that because I thought, oh no, you know, we're going to get the second affliction eventually, and the faster we can get stuff done, the easier it'll be. Hey, Fernando. Welcome back. I know I remember you've been in a couple of these streams, I think, in the past. Okay, so other than the windbreaker, we didn't really find anything that exciting here. I guess I could have spoken too soon there. Let's see if we find...
I'll take it.
I'm gonna leave the painkillers, because we could still find like a sewing kit or something, or matches even. And the maglens can be here, and it is today. So if we have sun, that could completely change my strategy coming out of here. It's unlikely to change much about my strategy, though. Yeah, the maglens is, like, it's psychologically rewarding, but I don't think it's too impactful overall. Because once I get the matches, I have essentially infinite ways to start fires anyway. I guess I better carry that with me. I will admit, though, that if it turns sunny in the next, like, 2 hours, then that'll be a huge deal. Almost forgot to loot this drawer. No potatoes, unfortunately. That would have been my first source of warmth buff. Alright, well, I guess since we know the weather changed a little bit, we better go outside briefly. And let's go out on the porch where we'll be warm. Potatoes in that corner. Is there a potato bag down here that I missed? I seem to have a vague memory that there's a potato bag. That corner. I'm just gonna look in every corner because it'll probably... Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure. If you can describe in more detail exactly where it is, I'll take a look, but with the chat lag, because I think especially with YouTube, it's too hard to like coordinate it in real time. Let me just step out here and see what the deal is, and then we'll make a plan. Oh, it is sunny. Alright, well, what do I have in the way of fuel? I don't know if I have any... Let me just see here real quick. I have a book. Do I have any other, fuel? Alright, I'm gonna try to take advantage of it. It's supposed to be under that shelf, straight ahead, once you enter the basement from inside. Alright, I'll go take a look in a second. Thank you for that. I'm just trying to get warmed up a little bit, because I'm going to have to sit out there to start the fire. And then I'll pull it inside. So I need to be slightly warmer before I go start the fire, I think. Just hope the weather doesn't change while I'm in here. Ooh, broth. That's a warming up buff. That's really nice. Ton of calories, too. It's a rare find. And then I think... Can't there be, like, something on the floor here? Or maybe that was removed for misery. Okay, let's go check on the potato. And or potatoes. So go in, straight ahead, shelf. What'd you say? The shelf straight. Supposed to be under that shelf straight ahead. Once you enter the basement from inside. Cardboard box. Yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe it's only on lower modes or they changed it. Don't see anything. All right, let's head out. I think I better try to start the fire now. Because then we can warm up quickly. We don't even need to sleep. Yeah, let's just do it. Go for it right away. I just have to hope that I have enough time. Oh, no, it's okay. I understand. I've done the same thing to plenty of other streamers where I thought something was going to be somewhere, or I thought I saw something.
Gotta warm up somehow.
Yeah, I'm worried. Because I'm standing out here in the cold this whole time, and I only had about a quarter temperature bar. I think we're okay, because it's pretty... Yeah, we're fine. Just take this inside. Now we have a fire. This will help us warm up more quickly. Maybe I should have crafted tinder first. Because I'm relying on...
Come on, little fire.
Yeah,
That didn't work.
that was my concern. Because I don't have any other... How long will this torch burn for? Should burn for at least 5 minutes, right? Oh, 10 minutes. I think we'll just rely on the 80%. This could be really annoying, but... I definitely should have taken all that newsprint and harvested it into tinder in here before I even stepped out the door. It was a pretty
Come on,
big
little fire.
big mistake. Okay, but we didn't get
Perfect.
punished long term for it. Gotta remember to grab some sticks though. Definitely gonna burn this. And next fire, I think we'll probably find another book. I'm gonna go ahead and add that. Let's get the broth heated up. Probably gonna use that as a warmth buff almost immediately. I think I'll make a little bit more water. Shouldn't have anything to cook yet. Whoops. Yeah. I really only want to stay here long enough to warm up, and then we need to get out the door. Let's harvest this torch. Sounds like there's some wind outside. So I'm thinking since we have the fire, I'll go down to the barn. I'll, because we're going to be a little bit warmer, so I'll risk walking to the barn. We can check there for loot. I hear wind. Let's go ahead and do one of these. 15 minutes. Yeah, we're just going to have to keep this going while we warm up. Is there anything I didn't loot in here? Got the cabinets. I'm gonna eat this while it's safe. If it decays a couple more points, it won't be safe anymore. Those are all fine for now. That's hot. That's ready. We've got a lot of water. I don't see a reason not to go ahead and drink this. I think I've found something under here before, like a potato or something. We got a couple more crates we can do. Alright, let's make another small batch of water. We need to grab some wood. Okay, I'm going to try to go after this, if at all possible. Let's throw that on. I might throw the stick on as well, just to get some more torches. Let's go see how bad it is out there. It really seems nice. Okay, we're gonna cancel that. Grab this. Try to get 4 torches off of here and then go. Save that stick. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull the last 2 off in quick succession so I don't lose them. 1, 2. We'll put this one out and carry the other one. We've got our 1 hot drink, and we go. Alright, this is a much stronger start than I was anticipating. Getting right at the beginning here. Go check this car real quick. We don't have a hacksaw here. Guess I'll check the back. Could be like a book or something back here. Doesn't look like it. Alright, and I think I'm gonna run, not because I need to, but because I feel like until I get to Thompson's, this run is at risk, because I don't have matches. So I'm just gonna do everything as quickly as possible until we get to Thompson's. I'm tempted to briefly look for some sticks up here before we head out. Could start another fire in here. I don't think I ever made any more tinder though, so maybe that's not a good idea. Let's just get inside, we'll get warmed up a bit, and we'll probably use the broth when we leave. Oh, that's nice. Nothing there. I think we go up and check. There can also be like a hammer in here somewhere. Have we ever found anything up here? I know we haven't found the rabbit hat, but maybe... Yeah, the rabbit hat isn't here. Maybe there's a chance to find something on the body or the backpack. Ah, a vest. Perfect. Wow, we're actually cold in here, even with the torch. I'm gonna make sure the weather is good. And where can the hammer be in here? There's like 3 different spots, I think. If I don't see it, we're just gonna go. I don't want to waste a ton of time looking for it. Behind here, maybe? Oh, it is there. Okay. Glad I checked everywhere. Yeah, as long as the wind isn't bad, I'm gonna go. And because we have so far to go and we're already down, I'm gonna eat this. That'll give me a ton of warmth. Make things nice and easy for this walk. I could even consider... Does finding that hammer change anything for me? I should actually think about this. I think I still want to forge in muskeg. Okay, let's do some more running. We could actually go to Desolation Point. There's a ton of coal, there's a bunch of structures. Yeah, I just started at the beginning of the stream. We had, I think 3 false starts. I gotta remember I still have no tinder. Let's go ahead and get going towards the barn. And I hate to completely change my strategy like that. Having a hammer this early. Let's focus on getting to Thompson's. Once I have the matches and the sewing kit, and I'll probably spend the night there. Because it cuts out that whole risky trip across Pleasant Valley. And the trip, the trip through the dam, potentially messed up by an aurora. The one big problem is there's not a guaranteed bedroll if I go to Desolation Point, so I'm going to have to live a long time without a bedroll, most likely. Unless I get lucky. Yeah, I'm going to start a fire in the barn, because I want to warm up quickly. If I don't... I need more torches anyway. I'm going to see if I can grab some more sticks right here. I think there's some that spawn here, because there's a limb spawn here. Then we'll go in and burn a bunch of sticks. Gotta have enough time to craft tinder to craft or find tinder. And I didn't find another book, so... only a couple of sticks, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a scary situation. Let me see. Okay, here's a book that'll help. I just need to craft some tinder. And this is my final torch, right? The one I'm about to do here. So I've got a 25% torch, which lasts, less than 25 minutes, like 20 minutes. I've got that much time to get a fire started. Let's get in here where we're warm. Go here. Harvest this for 2 tinder. And then we're just hoping that we get this in 2 attempts at 80%. This is the problem with not having the matches yet.
Come on, little
If this
fire.
fails, don't think we get a fire. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's
I would say we got lucky, but it's more like we didn't get ridiculously unlucky. I'm just going to go and throw almost everything on here. Probably craft one or two more tinder. Harvest this. Is this still going up? I just want to see where we're warmer. 11. You said in the car. 19. Yeah, better in here. Could make more water, but I don't think it's really necessary. Now, my original plan, because I was planning to do this without relying on a fire at all, my original plan was to sprint over here, grab the stim, and then stim to Thompson's and sleep in bed. Because I decided that that should be legal. It's really hard to pull off the stim thing without accidentally losing a little bit of health. So I thought it would be nice because it would really only be used in this portion of the run. Yeah, the only reason I don't really care about crafting tinder now is because I'll have plenty of time to do it at Thompson's, in theory. I think I left some stuff upstairs, right? And I don't remember now if I checked these drawers right here. Hey, Matt. Going really well. It's we're in extremely early days. We've only been alive for like 4 hours or something. Yeah, I have to go check some stuff upstairs. Let me see, how are we doing on water? Yeah, we got 4 liters. We don't need more than that. We're gonna get more at Thompson's too. And there's still the stem, which I'll take. Should be under here, right? But I don't think we'll use it. Okay, let's get down here again. I think I want to warm up quicker and then pull torches. Ah, there's the wind. Can only slightly hear it. If it's not a blizzard, I don't think we have a way to wait it out either way. If it is a blizzard, I might be able to stim through it and save the run that way. It is a blizzard. That's unfortunate. Well, this run might be dead in spite of the good luck. So we have a couple of choices here. Could wait out the night. I do have enough food and water. That puts me really far behind. But I'm thinking if I go now... What do you guys think? Should I risk the blizzard, or should I wait the blizzard out? The flag house is definitely warm enough. I've done this strategy before. Basically, you run until you run out of stamina, and then you stim, and you run into the house, and then you just have to find the bed. It'll be a little bit on the dark side, but you have to find the bed and sleep before the stim runs out. That's how you do it without taking any damage. Well, the idea today... Hey, Meg. Welcome in. The idea today was to try this more conservative playstyle. So I think I'm going to say... Let's see if we can find a way to do this without the stim. And we have a hammer. I forgot about that. Okay, so... yeah, so let's do this. Let's see if we can keep the fire going. This is expensive, but I think it's better than some alternatives. Let me go ahead and let's take one more torch off of here. I want to go outside periodically, because I can't really hear the wind that well. Yeah, still blizzarding. The problem is it really worth keeping all this? I mean, I'm really keeping this just on the off chance that I'm able to carry a torch. Because I don't have matches. I'd have to be able to carry a torch all the way there and use it for light once I get there. that would take 45 minutes. And then... How much wood did I threw all that on there? Yeah, okay, so let's put this out. Let's go ahead and break this down. Trying to fall through the hole without hurting myself. Okay, we made it. Let's keep checking. I feel like I can still hear wind, but it's very faint. If this ends soon enough, it'll actually still be relatively warm. Alright, I think we need to switch to the sleep strategy, or at least do some sleeping. Let's try 1 more hour, and we'll sleep for it. Let's throw another one of these on here. Keep saving this torch. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess technically there's a way to get the sleep. Where's the nearest other crate? Over here? There's a couple. This is not a very efficient use of resources. Indoor block. Yep, that's basically what it is. This would be a lot harder without the hammer, so I guess good thing we found the hammer. Now I can't see my fire. So gotta wander around until... I mean, how hard can it be to find the fire? I'm looking all around. There it is. Okay, I'll go for another hour of sleep if the blizzard hasn't ended. Basically, I have to have enough energy to make it over to Thompson's. Still blizzarding. Surprised my torch is going. Am I technically sheltered here? So much for the conservative playstyle. I can still hear it. It's going strong. Let me see. We got... These take 1 hour and 8 minutes. I mean, I don't really have a choice. At this point, it's too cold to travel without fire. And I'm going to be running out of fuel now. In fact, I think I've got to harvest one of these bad torches and throw it in there. That didn't add much. Should be able to get back over there pretty quickly, though, after I do this. And I can still hear the wind. 1 more hour of sleep. And I think after this I'll let the fire go out. Oh, I can't, can I? Because even in the morning, it's going to be so cold. Maybe I could stim over there? Basically just need the blizzard to end, because then I can stim and still see where I'm going. I don't know. Maybe I should have... maybe the right strategy is to play risky in the first 2 days and then conservative afterwards. I think I'm being too conservative right now. I probably should have just risked it, because either I get lucky and we make it, or I get into a real run that doesn't have a blizzard in the first couple hours. Oh well, we're learning stuff for next time. And I can still hear the wind. This is awful. Go break down another crate. Oh, I think because the fire's going, I probably have light. Yeah. That's why I have light to do this with a tool. I think I don't hear the wind anymore. Let's throw that on. Let's grab a torch. Nope. It's still going. Another hour of sleep. Yeah, see, the thing is, if you look at this from a return on investment standpoint, I basically spent several hours and gotten nothing out of it. Because if this was like a normal blizzard, I'd just be able to sleep straight through it. But because it's one before I have matches, I gotta spend all this time on fuel just to keep my fire going. So like, if I got this blizzard at Thompson's, I could just sleep there. Because I would already have matches. Well, we can travel now. Let's just see what happens. It's so cold outside, I don't even know, because I didn't find any warmth buffs, or I already used the one I had to get over here. So, we may have to use the stim. I'm not going to burn any more fuel, I'm just going to take these torches. We're fully warm. We're going to sprint over there, see if we can salvage this. Okay, so let's keep a close eye on the temperature. The temperature gauge. So we just made it to the bridge and we're already 1/4. So I think I just have to stim. There's no other alternative but to stim. So I will not make it. So in that case, we're going to pull the stim out here. We're going to stim. We're going to grab this. We're going to sprint straight across here. I wanted to use the stim as early as possible. Look at how cold I am. I don't think I'm even going to make it. Yeah, it's just too cold. So I think we know... yeah, and I'm up too high now. I'm going a terrible direction. I've got to get to somewhere I can sleep, which means I can't even go into the church. I have to go to the house. Or the community center, but I think the house is going to be closer.
Starting to feel numb.
Yeah, we're cold. Didn't make it. Let me see how close I got. But this run is over. Yeah, so a blizzard before I get to Thompson's is a run ender. And I came to the road, so I think... Yeah, I came too far to the right. But I wouldn't have made it anyway. Even if I went in a perfect straight line, there's no way I was going to make it there in time. Alright, let's delete some saves, because I had a whole bunch in here. Oh, that was only the 4th try that I got that on. It's too bad. The mag lens with the sun and finding the hammer that early were a pretty big deal, but... No, Matt, it's fine. I've done this before. And I've had several saves where I've made it, like, 3+ days. And I think I had one where I made it like 5 or 6 days. So I kind of know what's possible and what's not. And the main mistake I think I was making in my previous runs, it was, there's a lot of pressure to kind of rush through the early game, especially since the world gets insanely cold by day 3. And I wasn't properly adjusting after that point. I think that was my issue, is that I would make it through the first 2 days on occasion, but then I'd continue to play in this kind of crazy rushed thing, even though the world wasn't going to get any colder from that point. So I could have like slowed down, taken it a bit easier, worked on my clothing, and probably been fine. Okay, this looks like we're still at 3/4, and we've already made it across the river, so this looks like another good start. Now, to be fair, to your point, this is a silly challenge. Like, this is... Honestly, it's stupidly hard. Right? Like, this is obviously a very silly thing to be doing, so I won't argue with you on that. Which is more difficult, this or Nogoa? Well, I would say clearly this, because they're basically the same thing, except that in Nogoa you can lose like 250% of your health over the course of the run, because you have the 100 that you start with, and then you have about 10 stims, which is another 150. And you can like freely lose that health over the course of the run. Whereas the challenge that I'm trying to do here, if you lose any health at all, like even a fraction of a percent, the run is over. So this is way, way, way harder. And we are not going to make it there in time, so I gotta restart. I do have a couple of pre-screened starts, so I don't have to like start 15 in a row, but I'll do a few more attempts. I prefer to have the whole thing on camera if possible. I think I determined at some point that about one out of every 5, maybe 1 out of every 8 spawns has the temps and the lack of wind to be able to reach the farmhouse in time. But if we're already at 3/4 temp and we haven't even crossed the river, I know that can't do it. So we don't have to actually go all the way each time. Interestingly enough, I thought about this before, and I believe it's possible to do no damage, no Goa. You just need to get very specific spawns. Like there's a spawn in HRV that I think you can make it to the cave with the matches and the coal in time, if you're lucky. There's a spawn in Coastal Highway where you can make it to a cabin in time that you don't lose any health, but you might have problems with thirst with that one. There's a DP spawn where I think you can go up to the lighthouse in time. So there's like a few potential options. Yeah, clearly way too cold. But I think that challenge, as long as you're able to survive one of those spawns, I think no damage, no Goa would be much easier than this. Because you have 50 days instead of 3 for the world temp to go down. You don't have the lowered carry weight. You don't have the -5 to your temp eventually from the frigid bones. And I guess technically you have slightly better loot, too. This one's borderline. I'll try it. It feels like it might be a little bit too cold, and we're not getting too down along here, which means the wind is probably from an unfavorable direction. Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that, but the sprinting... Well, the sprinting isn't as important, but it's obviously really nice to have. Oh, now one big advantage to Misery for the extreme late game is the birch bark tea. Because eventually, on no damage, no Goa, you would eventually run out of warmth buffs. But that'll never happen on this because you can make the tea even though you can't get the healing out of it, obviously. But alright, we used up an entire slate of starts here. I gotta make sure that the last thing I played is my Nogoa Tales series here. Gotta make really sure I don't accidentally delete that. But let's actually leave a buffer. I'm gonna leave Sandbox 1 there. I really don't want to accidentally delete my main save. How do I maintain interest in making TLD content? So that's an interesting question. So for me, one of the most interesting parts about content creation is that it's impossible to fake interest in something. I mean, I guess unless you're getting paid a ton to do it, but I'm definitely not getting paid a ton to do this. So, in a sense, you have to find ways to keep things interesting. And, I mean, I've had a few times where I've just said, you know what, I'm not really feeling any of these right now, so I'm just going to take a break for a month. And then at some point I come up with a challenge, or somebody has a tournament, or I think of an idea for someplace to try to go to, and there's just something to get me back into the game. But I don't feel, even though I've obviously put a lot of time into this game, one second, I gotta do this. Yeah, it's on Nogoa you have this option here. Birch bark tea crafting is turned off. And so you can still pick it up to use for tinder, but you can't even craft it into the prepared birch bark. So the goat videos, Shiv, I'm assuming you're talking about the Off the Beaten Track series that I made 2 of, and then that was like a year ago, and I haven't done more with it. You'll probably be happy to hear that I'm planning to revive that when the photography stuff comes out. I was actually planning this the whole time, but it took them a lot longer to make the thing than I thought it would. Okay, I think we have the warmth for this now. But yeah, ever since I did well, both of those had really cool screenshots that I thought would be a nice fit for that. The one standing over the trestle bridge and looking down, and you could see like the whole curve. I thought that was a really nice one. And then the sunset one, that's the thumbnail for the Coastal Highway video. It's just like a nice match of, oh, you want to be able to get to this cool spot to take a picture. Well, here's how you can go there. So I'm planning to do some stuff with that. I actually have some of the regions already kind of planned out, like Broken Railroad. I pretty much know what I want to do with that. Milton, I've got that one mostly done. Bleak Inlet I have some ideas for, but I don't know if I'll actually do that one because that one has a really long, painful goat. Don't think we're going to quite make this. We're close enough now, we might as well try, but it looks like we're going to miss it by a hair. Yeah, we're not going to make it. I guess we got pretty lucky the first time. Only 4 tries in. I could do another, let's go ahead and do another one of the pre-starts. So I got one with a, hammer, mag lens, and sewing kit. So that's similar to the one we just did. But we also have a sewing kit. This one I got matches on the fireplace in the farmhouse. I think I'm going to do the one with the clothes only. Let's see what this one was. Milton to Mystery Lake Goat. Yeah, that one... It's interesting that you brought that up, because I feel like I have a different perception on those than most people, because like obviously you could look at that and think, you know, how in the world did you ever find that in the first place? Sorry, I'm struggling to focus here, so I'll get back to that in 1 second. I just want to make sure that I know what I'm doing here. It sounds like it's windy outside. Oh, I really did find some good clothing. Got gloves and a hat, socks, thin wool sweater. And did I have a sewing kit? I don't think so. I would have noted that on the thing. Hey, Slarty. Welcome in. Are you, is your name after the Hitchhiker's character, or is that from something else? Yeah, well, I don't think I have a sewing kit. It's saying 1 hour, and it takes half an hour. That's how you know you don't have the tool, is when the time is twice what it should be. Alright, so I think I'm done here and just ready to leave. This save might not actually go anywhere, because I'm realizing... Let's see what the temperature's like out here. -8? Is that true? Where's the wind? Yeah, so I have to wait for the wind to end. That's the trick here. Nice. We have a Magrathian in chat. I'm just gonna sleep for an hour. I think it's better. Oh, it's so late though. I really need to get out of here before it gets dark. Wrong door. Alright, this save might be over. That looks like a blizzard blowing in. I might already have to throw this one out and go back to the drawing board. No, it doesn't look too bad. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. It's not that far. There was nothing particularly impressive about this start anyway, just some halfway decent clothes. I figure it makes more sense to sprint over to the barn and sleep in the truck there so I can actually be regaining warmth while I'm sleeping. And then we'll probably have to use the stim trick. Okay, so I was talking about the goats. For me, it's just really interesting to hop on to a new save and just poke around on the side of the mountain and see what I can find. So a lot of the stuff I found that way. Although that one was a more targeted goat because obviously there's the other goat into Milton that I found a while back. This looks like it might not even work. We're gonna be coming in with very low temperature. But yeah, that one I found intentionally because I was looking for a way to avoid the goat that most people use, which is you kind of just go next to the rope and you go down a sheer cliff. And since there's no safe place to stand on there, you do get sprains on that. And so I was looking for a cleaner, sprain-free route. It's going to be really close. At least the wind stopped. Maybe I should have been a little more patient. Okay, so we made it. We're still cold in here even with all that great clothing. It's probably only like -2. Let's just go in here. We know we're going to need to sleep a little bit to warm up. So I'm going to do it for an hour and then have to search while it's still somewhat light in here. Okay, gotta do this as fast as possible. Check around here for a torch or matches. Doesn't look like there's anything. Lighting is a little better upstairs. Something there. Dusting sulfur. So we actually gained a fair amount of warmth from that sleep. Let's see if the stem is under here again. It is. $54. It's better. Single crow feather. Yeah, I'll take all that stuff. We can, another crow feather. What are the chances of that? I feel like I never find those. And then on top of here, there's a container. Okay, let's get down. I cannot see anything. Just got so dark in here. Where's the fire barrel? Is there a door here, maybe? See which door we're at.
My fingers feel
Negative
numb.
17 out here. I'm gonna go in this door. I know this one a little better. We're gonna walk in, see if we can find the fire barrel. Should be right here. There it is. Okay, Let's go for an hour. I've got to time this right, because if I wait too late, it's going to be a lot colder outside. But if I don't get warm enough, I'm not going to be able to make the sprint. So I think we go for precisely 1 more hour of sleep. And we hope that's enough warmth to make it over there. I hear wind now. Maybe I should have gone after the last hour of sleep. Let's just sleep again. The problem is all this sleep is going to go to waste when I stim. And I have no idea how I'm going to find the bed in that house. I'm just going to have to get lucky. Is this another blizzard? Did I just get Unpleasant Valleyed again? Should be right next to this window, right? Hey, Wheel. Welcome in. Let me know if that's a good name. Yeah. Nice that you managed to catch a stream. No, I've seen you in Zach's group a lot. Here we go. Here's the I'm afraid you've come in at a very uninteresting time where I'm attempting to wait out some wind in the dark. Right, let me see if I can find this door again. Say again, like I found it before. I just want to get outside so I can see if this is a blizzard. Okay, there's the door. If it is, I think we'll just quit and start over because, yeah, it's a full blizzard. We got blizzarded again. Of course. Alright, let's just, I can handle the blizzard's fine. It just has to be after we get to, Thompson's. That's the only thing I ask. Alright, let's go back to some starts. So yeah, I'm attempting a kind of ridiculous challenge here, where I'm trying to take no damage at all. And so the first part of the run, I just have to say stuff, well, like, there's wind. That means we can't make it to the farmhouse. So we have to start over. So like for the first little bit of the challenge, it's a little bit grindy, just trying to get the right conditions. But once I get a run that makes it to Thompson's, I think I have a way to reliably do the challenge from then, so I don't have to like keep restarting after that point. It's hard to tell. Got a little bit of wind. My benchmark is when we cross the river, what is our temperature? It looks like we've already hit 3/4 and we're not even across yet. So that's slightly too cold. Yes, riveting content. That's true. Alright, so we're going to get rid of this. I can finally get rid of this pre-screened start that I had before, because that one died in the barn to the blizzard. Oh my goodness, you're telling on me, Shiv. Yeah, it kind of was 2 hours of just running to the farmhouse over and over. Oh, of course the wind is coming right into my face. Like, 2 reasons why the run dies. So, I was also thinking, say I do find the matches in the farmhouse. Would it make sense to completely change the plan from there? Like, should I just go from there straight to Signal Hill? and then straight to the dam. Because it does take a long time to run over to the barn, go to Thompson's, run all the way back across the map. And Signal Hill is nice because it has tea or coffee, so that's like 5 warmth buffs that you get fairly early on. And here I thought with this new conservative play strategy that I'd get to get into a game and actually play it, but it looks like we're back to restarting, because of course there's always wind. Sorry guys. Maybe we'll do one of the strategies, or we'll do, because I've got these still, right? I've got the one with the mag lens, and I think there's sun for this one. And then this one we just found matches on the fireplace there. Let's do a few more attempts. I don't want to use those up yet. I actually don't think there's a scripted Aurora there. I think I just got unlucky. But that one where I made it almost all the way there, I was thinking about that later, and I really should have just made a snow shelter to sleep. This is terrible. Let's go ahead and delete these. Make some space. Yeah, so that was kind of the epiphany that I had after that one save, was that I would have been fine if I had just taken it slower. So I think that's the strategy. Take it fast for the first day and a half to 2 days, and then immediately slow down and start playing really carefully. Because like once you get past that first part, there's no reason to take all those risks. I gotta pay more attention to this. I could have quit a lot earlier because of that wind. I knew that it wasn't gonna work. The Aurora happens way too frequently, so I might as well call it scripted. Yeah, I guess that's a reasonable point. But yeah, I should have essentially treated it like it was going to happen and just made the snow shelter. 100% agree with that. Too cold. Definitely. Alright, we'll fill up our save slots, and if this does not work, then I'll go ahead and do one of the pre-screened ones. I'm hesitant to do the one with the matches, because I feel like part of my goal today was to prove that this is reliably possible without the matches, just so long as you can reasonably make it to Thompson's. And all that's really required for that is to not get a blizzard before Thompson's. Like, that's all I need. I just can't get that yet. Okay. So we barely hit our 3/4 target. Next target is about a half temp by this rock up here. It looks like we're going to be pushing it to reach that. Yeah, it's negative 22. It's too cold. I knew something was off. I'm probably the wrong person to ask for YouTube strategies. I don't make thumbnails. I don't ask people to like and subscribe and comment and all that nonsense. I don't know, like, I feel like there's two different ways to be a successful... Yeah. um, sorry. I'm getting distracted by multiple things here. I guess my point is you can either try to play the game, and by that I mean try to play the system, like do all the things that you're supposed to do, or you can just focus on creating stuff that you enjoy and hope that other people enjoy it too. And I mean, I'm sure you can tell which of those I think is a more worthwhile use of time. I don't think there's like a wrong way to go about things. It's just, I feel like that's my philosophy on it. So I don't really worry too much about, are people staying engaged with this type of content or this other type of content. It's more, you know, what do I think will actually be interesting to make? But partly I worry about what will be interesting to view, but I'm usually wrong about that. Idea for a video, making a guide. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Just showing some like speedrun type strategies. Okay, let's just go ahead and take the matches. So this is one where I ran to the farmhouse. Made it in time, and there's matches right here. Why am I over there though? Wait, does that seem odd to anybody else? 1 second. Which one is it? The fireplace match. Where does it spawn me? Oh, I came in this door. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so I think this one I didn't even loot. I just came in, saw that there were matches, and immediately saved the game by going out and in. Or something like that. Or maybe I came in the other door. I'm not sure why I'm over there. Because I always come in the front door. I think. So I don't actually know what loot is available on this one. All I knew was that I got the matches. And so I immediately quit because I wanted to do the rest of it on stream. Okay, so that's it for that room. I don't want to start the fire right away. I want to see... because I'll probably break down wood or cloth while I'm warming up. So I don't want to waste fuel right now. I'll already have plenty of time to warm up. Plus we need to make tinder, so I'll probably tear that newspaper down. See if we can find some more. So what's at Thompson's? There's the sewing kit. There's the potatoes. Those are actually a pretty big deal. The matches I don't care about because we already have matches. I'm just thinking about, I think because we have the matches on this start, I think I will go Little Barn, Signal Hill, and then straight to the dam area. That'll get me into Mystery Lake a lot quicker. Wow. Crazy start. Because we got socks and a shirt in addition to matches.
This'll come in handy.
I don't think that's going to be... No. Yeah, that was actually a conscious choice on my part because I knew going into this, well, there's multiple reasons for this, but I knew that I was not going to enjoy the editing process. Or maybe not so much that, but like I had a limited amount of time and it wasn't what I wanted to put my time in. So I put a lot of effort into working out how I could do this.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Without having to invest a bunch of time into that. Never caught Bashlot. Oh yeah, the toggle sprint. So I'm actually not sure if my toggle sprint is optimal. I remember it was hard for me to learn how to do because I read about it and I tried it and I was like, this just doesn't seem to be working. Because you have to get the rhythm right for it to work. So I found a way that works well for me, and obviously it's good enough for me to be able to make the sprint. I should actually... I wonder if I could talk Blades and Zach into doing this sprint to the farmhouse. Because it's a good way to like test and see how well it works. You know, I thought the same thing about people not liking to do the editing, but a couple of people in Zach's channel actually corrected me on that. I kind of assumed that that was the universal way that people liked to do things, but I don't think that's actually true. I think there are people who just really enjoy that aspect of things. I just know that is obviously not me. Okay, let's get this place looted out, and then we need to get a move on. Checking here for a sewing kit. Bandage isn't bad in case we get a sprain going up that hill. On the way to Signal Hill. Okay, we found an arrow shaft. Doesn't really do anything for us, but that's a very rare find. Amusingly, this is the Maglin's loot table too. Now, doesn't that mean we're going to find the hammer in the barn again? Because that's how loot tables work. If you find something in an interior. Yeah, I think we're going to find the hammer in the little barn again. We'll see. Okay, let me think about this. It's noon. We have to sleep somewhere. So it's either Signal Hill or we plan to make a snow shelter. I think we plan to make a snow shelter just in case, which means we need to grab some cloth. I didn't grab the vegetables, I guess. Must have forgotten. Right, and we need tinder as well. I missed a toilet, looks like. Probably the main floor toilet. Sounds like there's wind outside right now, so I'm not really losing out on any opportunities right now. Nope. Dog food is really nice. Anything in there? Sardines. I think sometimes there's a potato here, but maybe not on Misery. Sardines are not safe. We can't ever risk those. Just leave them here. Did I? Where's the flour? Oil, salt. Did I already get it? Yeah, I got it. Okay. Correction. The last attempt failed because I didn't have enough sticks to make a shelter fast enough. You can always break down torches. Like you can pull torches out of your fire
Never know. Could end up being
and make
useful.
sticks. We can cook this and eat it before we go. Let me take that outside for a second. It's actually looking pretty nice out here right now. Let me go check the car. Is it even worth it to check this car? Let's run. I'm losing temperature fast. The hacksaw's not there, so I probably won't even... I'll look in the back, but I'm not going to step in unless I see something. That cloth is actually really nice. Helps us get to our snow shelter target. Let's run in here. Okay, so it's tinder. We're not going to have the ability to have any warmth buffs because we didn't find any potatoes. We only have 2 tinder. Yeah, it is true that just making sure I have the sticks on hand would be good. Do I want to go down and harvest some? Got plenty of time. I can always do it if this fails. Okay, we're gonna go for this now. I don't believe that you can get the warming up buff from those. I don't think so. You can from pies. I'll try to save a book. Let's make a little bit of water. Actually, I'm going to use this pot to cook that fish, something I never do, but I actually care about the time right now. See how much time this is going to take. 42 minutes. We probably need that much time to warm up anyway. Make a little bit of water as well. Now we need cloth and fuel. Let's get the fuel first. It's probably going to take another half hour to warm up. Let's do one more of these. This won't burn. Let's just do this now to save time. So I've got 4 cloth. I can always tear down a clothing item later. I think I want to move now if possible. As soon as I say that, the wind starts. This game. Okay, this is safe to eat. I just cannot catch a break. We're barely like 4 hours into the run and it's already blizzarding. I mean, you guys have seen me do this before. You know it's possible to like spawn in and get all the way over there and practically leave the region without a blizzard. We're gonna quit. So, my thinking is we could continue that run. We could just spend the night here. We found enough fuel. We found enough food and water and all that. The problem is it just sets us so far back. Like, I don't mind getting a blizzard. Just getting one at the first location sets me too far back. This is potentially a really good start. It seems very warm. Sorry guys, I really wanted to get a run in today. It's not looking good for that to actually happen. Yeah, it's too cold here. Definitely too cold and too slow. Well, this is what the game likes to do to you. At least I have more space for save slots now. I took 2 of my pre-screened starts and threw them in the trash today. Both thanks to blizzards. Let me just see if we get 2 down up here. Nope, even in the wind shelter. I thought that was a little bit too cold anyway. So you can tell when you've got a good start because the temp goes down so much more slowly. Like we're already well across the river, not even close to being at 3/4 yet. This is like several degrees warmer than those other starts. This is almost certainly a good start here. And then you can see I'm easily going to hit this rock before we hit half. And everything's good. Stop running for just a second there because that wolf can be pretty close. I didn't want to alert him early.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Whoops, I got stuck. Fortunately, we had plenty of spare temp there. Okay. Let's go check for these matches, just in case they're not there. Not surprising. Got a couple of books. Check in here. So I almost hope we don't find the mag lens or the matches here. Because I kind of want to prove that this is possible without those items. Okay. Go upstairs next. Still gotta search the bathroom downstairs and the kitchen. Isn't there one more searchable drawer? I guess not.
I think I can use this.
Alright, well that makes things easier.
I'll take it.
Why not? Antibiotics are useless, right? Because, yeah, food poisoning or parasites both kills us instantly. Yeah, I don't normally care about those after like the first day, but when you find them before you find any other matches, like your very first pair or your first
Probably useful.
set is pretty nice. Okay. A little bit of food, not really much clothing though. Okay. I think this is actually slightly warmer.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Well, since they seem to be offering me everything that I say, I might as well add that what I'd really like to see is a tin of coffee. Okay, I think we're done up here. Check the bathroom. Don't think there's anything down there now. Hey, we have a warmth buff. Peaches, thank you. Thought I saw something in there. Something yellow. There's just been a speck of something in the light. There's the oil. And did we get salt already? I don't really care about salt. It doesn't really do anything for me early on. Okay. Check these. All right. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Okay. Check the basement. As the one problem with this is when you have to restart a bunch, you end up just looting the same house over and over again. It's a little bit old. But now that we have matches, surely everything will be fine.
This'll come in handy.
Leave the antibiotics there. I should probably tear down a box. 27 minutes for 3. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that because I don't think I found any tinder. No maglins. Would love to get
Hope
a
nobody
potato
needs
for a
this anymore.
change instead of all carrots. So that's one more warmth buff. Yeah, no tinder at all. So what are these? 27 minutes for 3. I think there's more efficient ways to do this, right? Like the flattened ones. 27 for 3 is what, 9 minutes per? There's some under here, right? And it's the same. Okay, so the potato takes a while to cook, so I think we start a fire now and get that potato started. Need cloth.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Save 1 book. Maybe even 2. It's a lot of time. Although I want to get as much warmth on this thing as quickly as possible. Let's drop this. That'll be done in an hour. Let's do these. I don't have to use these. I do have to use the potato or I'll lose it once it's cooked. Got a little bit of wind. Hopefully it's not a blizzard again. Could be though. It actually does sound a little bit like a blizzard. Nope. Okay. We'll just wait for this wind to end, and then we can leave. Okay, let's go check the car. And then we can leave after that. Forget that. We're going back inside. Never seen a car that aggressive before. Alright, let's grab another crate. Or cloth, maybe? Yeah, let's grab cloth. Yeah, the only reason I'm not warming up the pork and beans is because it's higher calorie. And there's a small chance that I find a can opener, which means that I'll get more calories out of it at that point. This is just about ready. I think we can still go check the car. No hacksaw, as usual. Yeah, the main reason I'm not going to Thompson's is because I feel like every attempt at this that I don't find matches, which is going to be most of them, I'm going to be going to Thompson's for the matches anyway. So just to mix things up a bit, on the rare occasions that I do find matches here, I'm not going to go. Alright, I think, because we need to warm up a little bit anyway, we'll take one more set of curtains. And then we pretty much have to go. Okay, let's grab torches off of here. I probably could have gotten one more. Let me see what I have. Let's throw that archery book on there. Then we can take 3 torches off of here. Perfect. Okay, ready or not, we're just gonna go. Bear's being a pain. And cut a little bit to the right here so we don't anger him again. I'm going to try to stay warm by using this. And then we'll also eat the potato. As we head up to Signal Hill. I'm going to avoid starting a fire. Hey, trying to decipher your name. Edgeman? Is that right? Welcome in. Okay, we're checking for the hammer, as usual. Even though I think we kind of know now that there won't be a hammer in here if there wasn't a mag lens at the farmhouse. I don't know, I might be wrong about my assumptions about that, but I think if that's... Yeah, because it could be on more than one loot table, so I'm probably wrong about that. Okay, I don't think we're getting much here. Maybe we'll find something like a sewing kit in here. Accelerant is actually pretty handy for those emergency situations. Alright, let's immediately go. I'm going to hope that I can lose a little bit more temperature and still eat that potato while it's warm. I might eat it a little bit early, just to be safe. Okay, I think I want to cut left here. Try to get some sticks. We are nice and warm. You know what? Let's not be foolish. We don't care about matches. So we have them, so we can get another +3. This is not a game where you want to preserve your matches to extremes. We got to eat this before it gets cold. It's only good now. Eggaman. Okay. I'm trying to save my energy now. Guaranteed to get either tea or coffee at Signal Hill. So we have warmth buffs to make the trip. I'm going to grab some sticks here. Like Shiv was saying, we need to make sure we have sticks for a snow shelter tonight. It's not going to make sense because we still have several more hours. Not going to make sense to sleep in Signal Hill. It'll be much more profitable to actually do the travel. Right, I don't remember if I have a bandage or not, but we're going to try to do this sprainless so we don't have to worry about it. I'm up here, and then go ahead and sprint to the top. Probably took too long, but we managed to clear the sprain risk, so we're good now. Man, I am super warm. I did not need to use both of those buffs. Yes, that was one of the examples that I did in the sprain video. Very true. I think somebody else, probably Bashrib, in fact I'm pretty sure that it was him, did a video, and he actually like looks at the code and stuff, so knows what the exact amounts are. So I think he said it was 10 seconds. And that sprint feels to me like it takes slightly longer than that, so it might be that it's not actually 100% safe. Or like, maybe you just have to do it absolutely perfectly. We have enough time here. There's usually some rose hips. Okay, well that does sound pretty safe then. Oh, 2 pieces of wood. Very nice. A nice boon for the early game. Don't care about wires. We're not doing the tails on this run. I mean, maybe eventually, but we can collect that stuff later. That would be really funny if I did all the tails. Unfortunately, it's only tea. But we've been really lucky with everything else, especially the weather, so I'll definitely take it. Probably try to harvest those... Oh, we got a sewing kit here, too. Very nice.
I'll take it.
Fire log? Okay. Got tons of fuel now. Lantern fuel? I wonder if that's enough for accelerant. Now sometimes there's, like, boots somewhere around here. Maybe they removed that. Or I just didn't get lucky with them. And I think there's usually a flare in here as well. Can be in several different spots, though. Maybe behind the desk here. Yep. Don't need the car battery. Additional cloth is always nice. Yeah, I think there's always at least one canned food there. So I wasn't too surprised to see that. I still have a little bit of a warmth buff. I think I hear the wind outside. Might try to run to the cave real quick. Let me just see. What are we looking at? Come on. I've forgotten what I was going to look up. Oh, duration of the warmth buff. It's probably almost over. I ate that potato so... Yeah, there it goes. We weren't going to get that anyway. So travel will be determined entirely on... Yeah, I was thinking I would run there and make a fire in the cave, and that's where I would craft more tinder and pull torches and that kind of stuff. I might do that still. It sounds like the wind may have picked up outside though, so... Let's see, if it's windy, I think we let the torch go out anyway. So I'm just going to pretend I'm going. It sounds pretty windy. -14. Can I do that? I think I can. Are you serious? Okay, he's not actually charging. Alright, this is super risky. Let's walk while we're in wind shelter here. And try to dodge these wolves. I'm hoping I can get far enough over here that we have some wind shelter. I'm aiming for that up there. We've got plenty of time to get there. Wolf went for a rabbit anyway. I went way too far to the right over here. I've got enough time to go get some loot first. I don't care about those. Just see if there's something on this body. Unlikely. Could almost make it. I think instead, go grab some mushrooms.
Sure
Oh, there's so many mushrooms here. All right, we're gonna have to come back out to get more of these. I'm gonna go. Hey, Blitz. Welcome in. Yeah, it's kind of insane. I'm playing it too risky here. We have to come back for these mushrooms. Let's get into the back here where we're warm. Okay, fortunately we're actually warm back here. It is sunny. Oh, I don't have a mag lens anyway. Let's go up here. Okay, so we'll start it here. Just use this torch. I think if I fail... I should have maybe crafted some tinder first. I've only got 2 tinder from what I remember. I wasn't really thinking about the fact that I'd be warm here.
Come on, little fire. Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Okay, that's heavy. I'm going to burn that. Burn some sticks. To craft some tinder. I think I might just stay in the back here where the fire is going to last longer. Some of this tea made while I'm thinking about it. Did I not get mushrooms? Oh no.